Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Week in Review, where I just go over all the different things that we put out the last week. We do it here at the Dice Tower. This is kind of an index of all the stuff we've done. So let's get started.
Hey everybody, I'm Zee Garcia. Here's what I did last week. So I reviewed two games. I reviewed Horreos, which I rate a 6 out of 10. This is one of those wallet games from Button Shot. It's a two-player game. And there's one thing I really like, the sort of building up the granaries that you are putting together in the game. That's fun, tactical, interesting. And then the part I don't like so much, which is the simultaneous selection of an action. And then we both flip them and we see what happens. There's 4 choices. 2 of them are sort of take that type choices. That part I don't like as much, but I'm happy to put up with it because I do like the other central building and scoring in the game as much as I do. And then I reviewed Kokopelli, which I rated a 7 out of 10. This is a Stefan Feld game that doesn't quite feel like a Stefan Feld game. It's a bit of a point salad, but it has an interesting central idea of playing cards, keeping them around in front of you to score to get powers, special abilities, or finishing them by having a number of them and then scoring points for that. I enjoy that. Players can affect each other a little bit. There's a few things I didn't like so much. Artwork was theme, not so much. So it could have been something more interesting, but I think the core mechanisms of the game are pretty clever and interesting. And then lastly, I did another Unsung Gems list with the letter L. So make sure you check those out if you want to hear about some games maybe you missed and perhaps you'd like to look into. And that's it for me. I'll see you on the next one.
Hey there everybody, it's Mike DeLisio, and this week I was part of the Foursquare review for Oltree. This is a game designed by Antoine Boza, and it is a game based off of an RPG. It's a relatively light family weight game, cooperative, where you are trying to complete a particular chronicle, as it's called, so a little bit of a story-driven game. I gave this an 8 out of 10. I really feel like it's a compelling package with some gorgeous art by Vincent Dutrait. The level of decisions is potentially low depending upon the type of group you're playing with, but if you are playing with a group that wants to kind of get into the story, there's a lot to like here. A little bit of a concern about replay value, but overall I really enjoyed Oltree. Well, that's it for me this week. Let's keep it moving!
Okay, so for me, I took a look at Star Clicker, which is a really cool little game. It's a cooperative game where you're moving ships around and shooting at enemies as they come in by pressing buttons randomly, but trying to figure them out so you can memorize them to program your ships. Interesting game, and it's fun once. After that, it becomes the same kind of game. 6 out of 10. Then a bunch of 7s here. Llamaland from Phil Walker Harding, his new game with polyominoes. That's what he's doing now. It's a little bit like Barron Park. It's a little bit like Gingerbread House. It's about llamas, but it's also themeless and fun. Neoville, another Phil Walker Harding game about building a 4x4 city grid and putting these cool skyscrapers in, trying to control areas of it. Machi Koro 2. I like this one. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did, but they fixed a lot of the problems with the original Machi Koro, and you can go see the review and a playthrough that we've done of it. I also reviewed the new Patchwork Halloween version. This is 7.5. I like Patchwork. Patchwork seems to be growing on me a bit more as I play it. This is my favorite version of it so far because I like the fun Halloween theme. They've also fixed a few tiles. That's interesting, but not that big of a deal. You don't need to own this and Patchwork. Land and Sea, a Carcassonne-esque type game, placing hexagon tiles, really good 2-player, and it works 3-player, 2 and 4-player kind of. But I thought it was a pretty neat back and forth 2-player game. Dollars to Donuts, a light tile laying game as you place and try to connect donuts so that you can feed customers and get money so you can take more tiles to get donuts to feed customers, etc. It's a fun theme, neat idea, and the tiles are long, skinny tiles. Then I took a look at the expansion for Fantastic Factories. Really fun and just easy to throw in. It's essentially more stuff, an 8.5. I also unboxed Kingdom Death Monster. So we're going to eventually play this here at Dice Tower. A lot of people have been asking for this for a while. So I got a brand new copy of it, and we opened it up on camera just so I could see what was in the box. Most of our unboxings are done on Dice Tower Unboxing channel. So if you want to see daily unboxings, we put one up every day there. We also, the big thing we did this week was the 12 games of Christmas. We had 10 different lists of different things you can get if you're looking for games to buy for other people for Christmas, or you just want to send these videos to someone to buy them for you. Hopefully this will be helpful. And of course, our spectacular playthroughs from the Autumn Spectacular are still going up. I took a look at a couple more shelves. We did another crowd surfing, so lots of different things went up. I hope you enjoy it. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been Week in Review on the Dice Tower.